Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrade.com. Happy Friday, everybody. It is May 8th, and this is my weekly recap. I hope you all had a great week. So, what can I say about this market? This market is in blast off mode. We see the SPY here at a new all-time high again today. Last week we touched the 8 day and they're just kind of about, and we've been blasting ever since. And here we are, just trading just shy of 740. You notice here the flow in my room here. Look at this. Tesla, oops. 17 call alerts, NVIDIA 10, Micron 11, Intel 10. I mean, it's just been bull flow after bull flow into this run. And the market, is it extended here? Yes. It's a little bit extended here. It's up a little bit more than I would like. It's a little bit off the 8 day and getting a little bit far off here, but don't fight this tape. And for everybody out there that keeps saying we have to come in, this is not, the Iraqi war, Iran war. The market doesn't care. The market's discounting everything right now. The market wants to go higher. Any dips would be welcome. The Qs were leading. Look at this move on the Qs. Now, if you want to talk about something, I am not interested in being long over the weekend other than my long-term account of the Qs. This thing just went ballistic today, all the way up to almost to 710.50, new all-time highs there. The market's not this, everything's not equal. IWM is not playing. The Dow is not playing. Energy is not playing. The banks are not playing. XBI is not playing. The VIX here, something to keep your eyes on. The VIX is up today when the market's up. That's generally unstrange. It's a divergence. We'll keep an eye on that. Crude all down under 100, saying, I'm not overly concerned here. And I think the truth is, and we've talked about this in the room, and is that the market has come to the realization that you're not going to want to hear this, but that the straits are not going to be the same, and oil is not coming back down to anywhere near the prices we thought, and this is going to go on, and that the market will detach itself. Everybody's like the market's the economy. That's not the case. The market and the economy do not always go in sync, and the market here is throwing the economy out the window and saying we're going to do what we want to do. Something else to keep in mind here is saying, but the war, if it goes on, the costs are up. The consumer, yep, consumer is going to weaken. We're seeing that it's going to cost them more. Trump bases his presidency upon the market. When the market's at all-time highs, he thinks he can do whatever he wants. And right now, the market's at all-time highs, and he's feeling very secure in his decisions. Doesn't matter the way you love or hate him, just understand where he's coming from. And then that puts in a move here on the market that he wants to go up. He was pumping Dell today. Dell, another new all-time high. Look at that move on that. Go out and buy a Dell. What's leading this market? Well, it's narrow. I've been talking for a while that if this market was going to go to all-time highs before we did, it was going to be the AI trade coming back alive, and it is alive and well. And the SMH is blasting off again today to new all-time highs. Sanders saying, I'm not done. Micron, look at this, another big move here. These things are extended as hell. Western Digital did not. STX did not, kind of did and did not. What also ran today was traded AMD. Look at this blast off to new all-time highs. Look at this move in the last couple of months from 188 to 440. NVIDIA put a new all-time high in today for briefly. Intel caught that news. Working with Apple now. Look at this move. This thing's up like 100 and almost 200%. I don't know, some stupid number in the last couple months from 40 to 130, right? You see the size of these moves. This is not what we're used to seeing. Avgo pushing back up. Marble, new highs up, pushing back up, right? The market continues to rotate into these names over and over, even ARM after their earnings holding up. When you look at things like Bitcoin, I don't want Bitcoin right now. They sold it back off here. Hood, not doing much. Coin was a horrific report, although they did buy it back for whatever reason. Rocket Lab traded that new all-time highs today. Look at the size of that candle, right? Telling right there. They wanted that. What else? IGV, software cloud, it's up, but it's really not leading. Microsoft, it's weak today. Meta is getting beaten up again today here, couldn't break out. Oracle has been one of the stronger names there. Snow trying to hold in CRM, but this sector remains overall now very quiet and out of play. Amazon up again today. This one looks prime for a move next week if we're going to play the rotation game. Google did hit a new all-time high today, but didn't go that far, and this one also looks primed. Apple, another one there, new all-time highs here to new 294. What am I forgetting here? How about Mr. Tesla, Mr. Musk? Oops, hope I can type. What the hell? I did type it right. It's TOS. Okay, Thinkorswim just hung up on me. So I'm sitting here shooting this video on my computer, and Thinkorswim just. So I'm going to pause this for a second, see if we can get this back. All right, whatever that was, we got to fix. Tesla, another nice move here today. Again, one of those rotation names, a little J hook forming here, right? Come down, push up, and keep going up. For those of you guys that want to go out there and say, this is ridiculous, this can't maintain it, I suggest you go back and look at back in history. I look at the dot-com era and how long this went on for. This went on for years before everything broke. So just because things are not trading well here or you're not happy with it right now and you think things are just too much doesn't mean they have to come in. They're playing the rotation game. They're rotating different names, but they're staying narrow. When you really want to get concerned is when they're playing just the same 5 or 6 names every day. That's usually when we're about to get a sell-off. With that said, I'll catch you guys live on Monday morning in the room. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll post a video this weekend. Charts, see them last Sunday. Nothing's really changed here.